What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Making a scene in my lean green mean machine.
All right.
Okay. Okay. I didn't like it. I won't even pretend.
It's fine. I mean, we're there. You didn't crash land.
But
you also didn't.
I never took off.
There was no flight.
I was a passenger on the tarmac for 8 hours, and then they said, "Sorry, folks."
They definitely
back into the airport.
They definitely taxied you out to the runway.
Oh yeah,
and back to the.
Yep. They turned the AC off. It was 110 in the summer. We're all sweltering, and then
we are now deboarding this plane.
Oh my goodness! Speaking of not planned, a little bit of a current event thing. But did you guys see there was some unfortunate, huge storms in New Zealand, and they had to the airport got flooded.
Really?
The inside of the airport, and there were flights. So 2 flights: a flight from Dubai and a flight from Dallas. They were halfway there, and they had to turn around. So imagine. Which I mean,
that's not a short flight.
It's no fault of it. It's a natural disaster. What are you going to do? But imagine being one of those people. You've planned probably for months, a whole bunch of money to go to New Zealand, which is a dream destination for many people when it comes to a vacation.
Oh, yeah.
You're 5 hours over the middle of the ocean, and then the pilot's like, sorry, folks, we got to turn around, and then you fly 5 hours back.
Yeah, a 10-hour flight to nowhere.
For nothing. Oh man,
when you land, and you're right where you took off,
I was so bummed for those people.
That would be the most helpless feeling too, because it's not like, at least if you just landed where you were, you're done with the flight,
right?
And you can be mad. But this is like you get to wait to be sad.
It's just drop me off somewhere,
right?
Sir,
open the door.
Just pick a destination, land, and that's where I'm vacationing now.
Wow, that is 5
hours.
That's a bad break.
So I was talking to my wife about it. I'm like, we need to remember this because everyone has.
Oh, when you have a bad flight, it's not as bad as this.
When you have a bad flight experience, just remember. There was 2 planes of people who flew for 5 or 6 hours, turned around.
To know.
It's the ultimate. I'm gonna turn this car around. I will turn this jumbo jet around.
Did you ask if we're there yet?
Wow, that's a tough time. All right, let's jump right in.
Would you rather?
Amy from the website, would you rather go for a 3-mile?
Would you rather fly in a plane?
Would you rather go for a 3-mile run on a hot day in the sun or in the shade, but next to a very stinky sewage treatment plant? So you're going on a 3-mile run no matter what.
Okay.
You're either doing a hot day in the sun, which 3 hours, that's a lot.
Wait, it's taking you an hour to run a mile?
It says, okay. I thought 3-hour run. It's a 3-mile run. My bad.
Say that's really slow.
Yeah.
That's army crawling.
Yeah. I really read 3-hour run. Okay, that makes the hot day easier.
How long would it take you guys to run 3 miles, do you think?
Probably 27 to 30 minutes.
I'd say under 30 for sure, because that's just lollygagging at a moderate jog.
Yeah, 10 minutes is the pace I'm going to count just because I feel like the first mile will be good, and then the next 2 I'll be annoyed by the sun and hot and probably stop and walk a little bit.
If I was running for time,
8-minute mile?
Yeah, maybe get that down to 24-ish.
Yeah, but you're not doing.
I'm not
doing
in running shape.
The third mile?
No.
In 8 minutes?
No, that's why it's probably going to be 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to give myself 30 minutes. They say it's 15 minutes to walk a mile.
Okay.
So 45-minute walking. I can get that down to 30.
You can get it down to 41, 40 minutes.
Right. Now, would you jog or would you power walk?
I would jog. I think power walking looks too stupid for for my taste.
But you don't get nearly as winded, and it doesn't hurt your knees and your shins.
One of the keys to appearance while running is if you need a break, like you're slowing down and you're going to walk a little bit on like a street and people are going to see you, is you have to visibly be doing something to fix your equipment.
Like tying your shoe?
You got to be like tying your shoe or like adjust. It's really nice to pull out your phone and adjust like your AirPods or like act like something's wrong while you rest and then resume because you wouldn't have stopped if you didn't have to.
Well, can your equipment be like your knee? Can you be like, oh,
Sure.
Yeah.
and then oh man, you got a good limp here for about a quarter of a
You
mile?
want to bring a lot of braces and wraps. Yeah.
It is the absolute stupidest thing, but I can't be like a lot of people have had running phases. I had a running phase where I ran a lot. And I would legit have those thoughts of like when you're walking, and then a car happens to drive by, you're like that guy thinks I'm lame. That guy thinks I'm in really bad shape. Like, did you see me running? I just ran for 10 minutes straight. Why do we think of these things? The person didn't even look at me, I'm like, the world is all about me. I'm so self-conscious. This person definitely saw me taking my break and thinks that's a pathetic runner over there.
That's 100% the feeling.
It's just human nature. It's why when you take a group photo and you look at that photo, you know who you're looking at.
Right.
You're looking right to only yourself.
Like, there's a bad photo.
No one else is looking at anybody but themselves.
Yeah,
Everybody's fine.
No one sees you. Only you see you. But like I remember being a kid and I'm playing basketball outside my house. And it doesn't matter. I'm just playing. I'm trying to make 10 free throws in a row. I make some. I miss some. But if a car drives by, oh my goodness! Boom! Watch these moves. Watch me dribble behind my back.
They got to know I'm good.
I better make that shot.
It might be a scout. You never know.
Right.
That's funny. Now, the other option here than the hot sun, which is miserable, is a stinky sewage treatment
man.
plant. But you are in the shade. And the shade, I mean, it's nice.
They say you got it made there.
Yeah, I mean,
The
shade is
where it is
the
made.
shade is delightful. The hot sun. I mean, I'm
Well,
taking the sewage plant.
To give
You're
context,
taking those gasps.
Wait, gas?
Well, yeah, when you're out of air
I think
running.
you guys know what this is like. You've had something where there's something stinky in the house, right? Maybe it's a bad. A good example would be like the chicken goes bad or something. You open the fridge, and that aroma fills. Now it's awful.
Yeah.
But what happens is within about 3 or 4 minutes, you have now gotten used to it. And if someone from outside the house walks in, they go, "Oh, what's that smell?" But you're like,
Sure.
"Oh, I thought it was gone."
That's
Yeah.
stinky chicken, though. That is not. I mean,
Sewage?
like, how big is the package of the stinky chicken? That's what, a pound of.
Like when I go by the stinky chicken plant.
I'm just saying, it's like a pound of meat in a tiny little,
Yeah.
previously sealed bag. And
How
now,
noxious is the situation?
Oh, it's going to be bad.
I think we as human beings we get adjusted to bad smells no matter how bad they are.
We can, but how? But you're not getting
Like, if
adjusted in
you
3
ever-
miles.
Have
Have you ever visited one of a farm?
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Is I've been to like a dairy farm where
Yeah.
just
boy,
you show up there and it's it's
Aromatic.
miles and miles of cow poop.
say when you're close.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're like, you ever driven through the Panhandle? I mean, same thing. Sorry, Oklahomans out there, but I mean,
Look,
your place stinks.
Someone's got to raise the cows.
Your place stinks.
But
The state stinks.
you get used to it, and I think we're in Arizona here. When the context of you're out in the hot sun, it's different here.
Sure.
You're out in the hot.
Is this Arizona sun?
I mean, this is where I'm running. This is where I live,
It's a hot day in the
I
sun.
am not. I don't go to my car in the hot days in the Arizona sun. Running a 3 miles, I won't finish the 3 miles in the sun.
What month is it?
Hot.
We have to establish what month. Well,
August.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think you're taking the sewage.
you have to for risking death. Like it's that hot if you're trying to run 3
doesn't help
miles.
that when you run, you need to breathe a lot.
Yes.
And that's bad next to the sewage plant. But again, 3 miles in the hot sun, I'm not dying in the Arizona sun in 3 miles. I'm not. But I am.
You're gonna have a really bad day.
Yeah, I've got the speed dial for the old 911. I mean, it's because you need speed dial for that.
Yes.
Just for the
Yeah.
record.
I've
You
got
need to
it
shorten that.
Function 1.
I've trimmed it down to 2 buttons.
felt like such an idiot saying that.
I have a voice program where I say, "Hey, phone, please call me an emergency service. I need assistance."
Thank you. Yes.
Saving time.
That number is 999 over in Europe, by the way. They just stick with one number.
That feels
that's way
smarter.
Better.
Yeah.
I'm sure we knew about it, and we were like, we will never.
Although,
we will never do what you do.
No, the king's number? No way.
Also feels like you could make a mistake a little easier, though.
With 999?
Yeah.
Oh, like accidentally call
What,
it.
if you call like 888?
No.
I'm just saying, you're sitting on a button or something. And
accidental 999 calls have to be higher than 911 calls.
Yeah, has to
I
be.
agree with that. Yeah.
You can't
A kid
accidentally.
can just hit 3 9s, and then you're calling emergency
but
services.
I mean, if you're saying you're butt dialing, you would have to lean, release the pressure, lean.
No, I bet you
We're
could
just
hold
talking
it down.
about
and-
Can you
kids,
hold-
Mike.
I think if you hold, isn't there something like if you hold 9, it just calls 911?
Let's
I feel like
find
there's,
out.
There's something on phones. There's
Don't
some
try
special
this
stuff.
at home.
If,
I'm going to go I think I'll get used to the smell. I'm going sewage plant in the shade.
if you give me, I'll say October through April, I'll take the sun, and then the other months I'll take the sewage plant.
I'm going to smell like a sewage plant if I'm running 3 miles anyways, so just put me next to it.
Which one, if bystanders are watching, you think make you more dedicated to the running? The hot sun,
the
right?
sun, yeah. Because then they're like, "Whoa, now that's a man. Look at him out in the sun.
Yeah.
Look at that sweat.
Yeah, look at that idiot."
That guy's
'Cause
really
that's what we all
burning some
think.
calories.
No, that is, I do admit to thinking that when I'm driving, and there's people that run in the summer, and you drive by, you go, "That's an idiot."
Yeah, that's fair. Allie from Twitter, would you rather be able to play any single instrument you choose or be a masterful lyricist?
Ooh, fun. I
Are
only
we-
get one instrument. Well, what would be our instrument? This is a bad. So for Mike, he's got to get rid of the ability to play many instruments.
Honestly, I would choose, if I could be a master pianist, I would choose that.
I would, yeah, I'd probably go that way too.
I'm already a masterful lyricist, so just give me
Of
the
course.
piano and I'll be
Of
set.
course. For the lyricist, are we talking like
I did want to define that.
one of these people? Can I just write really well if you give me an amount of time, or is this the people who have the like Eminem or Lin-Manuel?
That's what I was going to my
where,
mind
like-
first.
like-
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I butchered his name, but where you can just they give you a beat and then you just go and you tell a story that has a plot and you rhyme, and that stuff that blows my mind that people could do that.
Yeah, I think it's both and. I think that just like those guys, you're gonna win your rap battle, but you're also able to put pen to paper and make
Yes.
something even better.
And that seems the more valuable asset.
Oh yeah, I mean because you could put that stuff into like public speaking. Dude, rhyming is so powerful. Like,
What if there was a politician that's the only way they spoke?
Oh, I'm it's like yes, and like I mean, like you'll see some like some preachers they'll get into a rhyme scheme, and you're like, oh, you just okay, like you're getting fired up.
But
like,
you can only
rhyming
take so much of
rhyming
that.
is powerful.
You're not going to do a 10-minute speech that's just all rhymes. I feel like that would be.
You've heard the poetry that's like, it's not necessarily like sing-song rhyming.
Yeah, it's not
just
Dr.
like
Seuss.
It's a longer story that all of a sudden, oh, there's the rhyme.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the rhyme.
Your rhyme schemes can fluctuate. You don't have to be the dog sat on the log.
I don't know how often I would be using my masterful lyricist ability.
On the reg, man.
I mean, you do
I'm not
talk
gonna-
for a living.
Yeah, but this isn't saying that I'm a good public speaker. This is saying I'm a masterful lyricist for writing words to music.
That's fair. Yeah.
So it's like
It doesn't have to be to music.
Is that not what lyrics are?
Well, I'm saying, but it's the exact same thing as like writing a poem. A poem
I
is
think it's
a poem
definitely
is
got to
lyrics
be
without music.
it's got to be narrowed down to
A lyricist is a person who writes the words to a popular song or musical.
Right, but I'm saying if you can do that, you can also write poetry.
none of which will help you on fantasy football discussions.
Right.
Unless you're going to write. I mean, you probably have like a little bit every week
Yeah.
where you do a rhyme.
right, like picking a kicker or something. But I guess I do have.
It would be incredible.
I mean, so I already am clearly a master
Yeah,
lyricist.
Kyle, you are definitely masterful.
But if I could, like, I guess what I'm saying is, if I could just absolutely freeform a rap battle, and I was really, really good at it, I don't believe that I would go participate in those things. I just don't care. I wouldn't.
You
I
would
wouldn't
write
wanna
a musical next week.
But if I could play the piano, I would play the piano every day. I would enjoy doing that. Like, even if I'm by myself.
But you're a musical guy. Wouldn't that be a dream come true?
It would be awesome to write a musical.
I mean,
that would be the one huge win.
I
here.
honestly think that that's one of the coolest aspirational things to ever accomplish, because you write a play, a musical, you're writing songs, you are directing, you have people come and perform your vision, you get I don't know, everything about it.
But if I was a great lyricist, I could not write a musical. That
You can write half of it.
I can.
You're saying because you wouldn't have the music.
I don't have the music. I can't come up with the music.
What
so I'm
instrument
taking
would
the
Mike
music.
pick if every other instrument on earth is gone? You have one instrument that you're great at.
Like you're saying that I can't currently play?
No, I'm just saying like this question. Just you got one instrument you can play.
I mean, like if I could keep my ability that I already have as a guitar player and then be a master piano player, I would do it. There's so many aspects of life where there's a piano or a keyboard around. Like we had a company party, and we got this guy who works for us, Andy Schneider, and he's a tremendous musician. He's a great piano player. And it's the end, like towards the end of the party, and he just sat down and he started playing, and then everyone in the room just starts singing. It's
it
like
was a great time.
I mean, it felt like a bit from a movie where when you see people do it on screen, like that doesn't happen. Like that's so it's cringy, it's nerdy. We did it,
yeah,
and it was a freaking blast.
It
man.
happened naturally. Like someone started
Yeah.
playing the piano, everyone's singing. I'm taking, but if you had to only you had to get rid of all things you could play, because right now you could play a lot of different instruments,
Right.
and you could only pick one.
It'd be guitar.
Okay, yeah, this is more like that's the nuclear bomb goes off and you can
Right.
grab one instrument to save. You'd go guitar.
Yeah,
It's easier to carry than a
It
piano.
is. Yeah. You ever carried $1,000 on your back?
No.
I'm taking the music, I'm taking the piano, and I'm realizing that I think that if I was a master piano player, I could write a musical. I could do that with my current ability
Yeah, that is
of lyricism.
Yeah, I mean, like if you take away you get one of these things and you tell me right now which direction do you need to work harder at to accomplish your goal, the not being able to play the piano in any capacity versus I could, you know what I mean?
You could write lyrics.
I could try to write lyrics.
Maybe you're not a master.
Like if I had all the lyrics right now and I sat down at the piano,
Exactly.
what's happening after that moment is not good.
It's nothing. Nothing is happening.
Ding, ding.
Those guys are good.
Yeah, I'd just be playing chopsticks and singing to it. Every lyric. Okay, one more here. Lee from Patreon. Would you rather explore a deep sea cave filled with glowing jellyfish
Oh.
or a hidden lagoon filled with singing mermaids?
What?
Come on, Lee.
Come on. Would you rather see like a pretty neat animal
That exists.
or a mythical creature that everyone has wanted to exist who has never been found because it doesn't really exist? Which one would you pick? I'm going mermaid.
Would you rather see some beautiful birds?
Or the Loch Ness Monster. Oh, man.
Deep sea cave is cool, but a hidden lagoon's cool, so those are neutral to me. And
I
then I'll
would-
go with the singing mermaids.
Deep sea cave. I'm also.
Terrifying.
I'm a little concerned about the.
And the jellyfish generally somewhat concerned as well, being
I think you're okay because if you're in a deep sea cave, you're covered in all of the scuba gear. Like you're wearing a full wetsuit and everything.
Can you? So if I'm
I don't
in
think
a
you
full
can get stung
wetsuit, I
through a
can't
wetsuit.
get it.
No, because it's. I mean,
well, it's nice they're glowing too.
yeah, you can avoid them.
You can avoid them. It's like scorpions. At least they glow.
Because it's. I mean, it's a. I thought it was a stinger of some kind.
I
with
thought it's
venom.
just like electricity.
That's
No,
the
it's-
eel.
Man,
we
And
got to
lightning
figure.
bolts.
We got to figure this one out. I thought jellyfish.
I don't
had
think you can get
stings.
stung through.
I don't think so either. I don't think it's
No.
it's long enough. It's like a mosquito trying to bite you through a wetsuit.
Yeah. Now, if they were like octopus that could like constrict you,
Yes,
that could still happen.
Yeah, it'll get you with that beak.
Yeah, they can inject venom.
Yes,
From thousands of microscopic barbed stingers.
there you go. Yeah, so I
So-
think you're okay.
Yeah. Just don't wear a thin version.
I
Yeah, wear
always-
the armor.
I always thought it was you get shocked by jellyfish.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, always. This is blowing my mind.
So when you've heard the expression "a jellyfish sting," like pee on a jellyfish sting, you didn't. You figured that was electricity?
You think it doesn't sting when
Yeah,
you get shocked?
it stings.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
Obviously.
This question turned into education.
Yeah.
Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere, but only completely naked,
Well, yeah, it's the only way you could do it.
or be able to fly, but only while playing the accordion? Spencer wants to know.
Oh man. See, at least this one is very practical and realistic. Teleport anywhere but be completely naked. That's a
tough one.
that is really, really tough because teleportation has always been like one of my favorite sci-fi tech hope for the future, whatever. Like that's
Right.
Teleportation changes everything about the world. But and I could see a situation where if you could do that, like the biology of who you are can be transported, but not your shirt, and it's like if that
You
happened,
would be naked, you're saying.
yeah, you would be naked, and then it's like, well, that would I don't want to teleport
Does your
anymore.
hair come with you?
Oh, that's
Because your hair
I think
is
so.
dead.
Yeah, otherwise your fingernails wouldn't come with you.
Oh, that'd
It's
be
almost like teleportation's impractical.
I'm far more concerned about this fingernail thing. Like I could make it through a few weeks of no eyebrows and no hair and everything.
Is this
but-
under the basis that you can only teleport things that are quote unquote living?
Yes, organic material.
Isn't there like other non-living parts of you? Like, when you leave, does your like
I think it's just your hair and your
Yeah, but what about, like, your
toenails and
poop?
fingernails?
is your poop alive?
Oh, that's great. That means I've already
So you could teleport a poop out?
No,
absolutely.
that means you teleport from one spot to the same spot, but your bowels are empty.
That's what I'm saying.
Where
And
does
you're-
it go,
and you're
though?
naked with no toenails or fingernails.
Where does anything go? Who
Where does
knows?
anything go when you teleport? I mean,
It just drops straight
to me,
the
this is
ground.
easy.
There's just piles of poop
Yes.
and nails,
and nails and hair and clothes and poop.
So
It's left
the most-
behind when they
That's the
teleport
most
us.
disgusting pile of anything
So-
I've ever heard
So
of.
if you just teleport to the same spot, basically all your hair and clothes and poop just drop to the floor, and you're naked, hairless.
And I'm
man.
assuming it's very painful because you don't have nails at that
Well,
point.
that is
it worth it then?
The real issue.
You are
The
hairless,
real issue,
nailless.
and I think this is what Mike
oh
was
my gosh.
trying to get to, is if you didn't have fingernails.
Yeah. Oh,
that is
Ow!
you can't
you
fix
can't
that.
survive.
No,
Now,
you just got to wrap your fingers.
would the quick of your nails being exposed?
Yeah.
Would that hurt
Oh gosh.
by not being touched? Would it?
Yes.
Like
Yes,
Yes, air.
oh man.
That actually sounds like this is a whole new question. Because if teleportation just straight up existed, but that was the price,
Then I would not teleport.
you would not?
No.
Can't. No.
You can't take your fingernails off.
I mean, but what I mean, I assume society would become there'd be like a product for that.
Yeah, I mean you'd
like a gel.
at
Yeah.
the teleportation receiving location.
Mhm.
That terminal.
the nudity terminal.
I would imagine that they have some things to put your fingers in.
You just
quickly.
instantly put your hands in two big gelatin barrels. If you're always naked when you teleport, and let's say the nails don't come off, you just have to be okay walking a little while. Like just be 300, 400 yards away from civilization at all time when you transport.
Yeah, but I mean,
You
chance,
transport in the woods.
your chance of
Where are
getting,
you getting clothes though?
exactly. Eventually, you have to go somewhere that has clothes and that has people, and that has problems getting arrested. I mean, that's if you can teleport and you show up naked.
Is that is it a free pass so that you won't get arrested if you just say, "Oh, recently teleported here." And
Yeah,
they
if you
go,
give 'em
"Oh,
the-
of course."
You give them the teleportation hand signal, you know?
I guess if
I
I
just
can,
TP'd here.
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't fear being locked up if I could teleport.
Now flying while playing
That's a fair point.
Like whatever. You can't.
Yeah.
You want to arrest me? Bye. Poof. I'm gone.
here's my hair, my poop, and my nails. Enjoy.
Oh no, they've got my DNA.
Hope you got a mop.
Oh, gross! Those three things are so gross. But now flying with the accordion, that would be just like, that's okay to me.
That's fantastic.
Because it's like instead of grabbing like a wingsuit, you just grab your accordion and start playing and you take off.
If you ask me, would you rather?
It's Weird Al flying.
Would
Thank
you rather
Brooks.
But
fly?
he can play.
Would you rather fly or would you rather fly while playing an accordion? Just that. I mean, I might choose I'd rather fly with an accordion because, heck yeah, man, that's pretty fun.
I think they're heavy.
Well, I don't think that's a problem if I can fly.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not going to affect your flight, but you'll still have to carry the weight of it.
I mean, it's
around
got
your
like a
neck.
strap, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but aren't they heavy?
And you'll look ridiculous.
They can't be too heavy to
but you'll
hold
have
for a
clothes.
while.
You'll have clothes on.
It's not like people don't play an accordion for a concert.
Flying is kind of like
Oh, I got to put this
Piano
down.
accordions on average weigh 15 to 20 pounds.
That ain't nothing.
That's 20 pounds to have to fly around with that pushing down on your neck.
I mean,
That's
you'd
a lot
have to
of
build
weight.
up some,
You got to get
accordion muscles.
Yeah, you got to do neck exercises.
I guess I'm going to take the accordion one because flying is like slow teleportation, right?
Yeah. Straight line anywhere is
Pretty nice.
very, very nice. I will definitely fly with an accordion.
Mike?
Yeah, I'll take the accordion.
Hey, Spitwads, let's talk about Helix mattresses. Yeah, that's right, Helix mattresses. We often talk about how old we're getting. And one of the worst things about being an adult, you just start hurting yourself in your sleep. And you realize the value of a great mattress and a good night's sleep and how it affects your day. And that's why we sleep on Helix mattresses. My wife and I, we love the Helix mattress. It makes all the difference in the world. They are a premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your unique sleep preferences. So you go on there, you take their quiz, and this is not one size fits all. This is how you sleep, the best way to sleep, and it makes all the difference in the world. They have 14 unique different mattresses. They've got luxury models, all sorts of opportunities for you to get a better night's sleep. And Helix is offering up to 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows just for our Spitballers listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/ballers. This is their best offer yet, and it will not last long. With Helix, better sleep starts right now. That's helixsleep.com/ballers.
What's the difference between me and you? Me and you.
Another edition of What's the Difference? Here we go. What is the difference between a colleague, a coworker, and a cohort?
A colleague, a coworker, and a cohort.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I have no real idea what a cohort is.
It sounds like a group to me.
To me, that would be something where you're not connected to the same company at all. Whereas a colleague and a coworker to me seem like, well, coworker definitely is.
But like a colleague is someone who is in your field.
Yeah, I agree.
But you
You don't
do
have
not
to-
work with them.
No, you can work with
Well,
them.
you could, but I'm saying like they don't work at your company.
I
They're
think
just I am a scientist. You are also a
My
scientist.
colleague.
I'm at MIT. You're at some other.
I do.
University.
That part's definitely true, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure that it can't apply to in the company.
Yeah, I think it could be in the company, but it has to be you do the same topic. A colleague of yours, and you are a colleague of theirs, means that we are in the same field 100%.
Without question.
That's what a colleague is. If
Coworker, you're punching in at the same time with them.
right, you
Yeah.
In the
guys,
same company.
You guys are my colleagues.
No, we're your coworkers.
Yeah, we're your coworkers.
Well, sure, but I mean, we're in the same field, aren't you? A colleague of mine? Aren't I a
I
colleague?
would say that
like
some of our
Brooks. Sorry, bud, you're not a colleague.
I would agree that
Brooks is not a colleague.
He's not. He's a producer. I'm not a producer.
no, but in the broad scheme, we're all in the same field. Like Brooks could say
So
I don't know if we're colleagues in the same building.
because I think coworker is a closer connection. than a
Colleague would be like another host of another podcast somewhere else.
Colleague is like an acquaintance, except they do the same job as me.
That's fair. That's fair. You're closer to a coworker. A
Yes.
coworker is someone that you.
Well, you may hate them. It's
you-
possible.
absolutely,
But physically, you're closer.
yeah, and there is a certain amount of time that must be shared with that coworker.
A hort is
Yeah, what is a hort?
I mean,
Let's start there.
because it's like I'm a host or I'm a co-host. So if you're a cohort, you probably got a hort somewhere.
Yeah, that's the
What
step
is a
one is
hort?
figuring out what a hort is.
Well,
Yeah.
I know it. Here's a who.
It does hear a who.
Right.
No,
So
no,
I like it. I
was
like
in
it a
on
lot. Yeah, Horton here's a who. We're there.
no, it's Hort.
Here's a
Horton
who.
that's what his mother calls him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Or
we
it's-
call him Hort.
Like his coworkers call him Hort.
I'm not sure cohort has anything to do with this question. That's the part that's bothering me.
A
A
cohort.
feels like
Use
a bunch
it
of
in a
people.
sentence.
It's a bunch of people.
It's a bunch of people that work.
No,
They
some-
work in a location together, but they're not
No.
related to each other.
But that's cohorts. There's a singular. Like what?
no.
Yes.
No, a cohort is a plural word.
Is it?
I
I
demand
don't.
it.
I
I demand the cohort. Is
A
plural.
cohort is a group.
Get Webster on the phone.
I've got it. A group of people with a shared characteristic.
Yeah.
Which we're not supposed to look it up.
Well, I
in
mean,
this section.
you looked it up in your mind.
But yes.
Good job.
Wow, incredible.
A cohort of civil servants patiently drafting legislation. A group of people with a shared characteristic.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
I think what we understand here is it's a stupid word.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that out of here.
for sure.
Banished.
Basically, you have a colleague or you have a cohort of colleagues. Is what it sounds like.
I just feel like colleague is more, I don't know, it's just an elevated term. Like I feel like colleagues are reserved specifically for like professors of the same thing at different universities.
Yeah, would a janitor?
Yeah, one of my colleagues.
Would
no,
he call
no.
another janitor a colleague?
Yes. You're in the
Yeah, but everyone
sanitation
would
field.
chuckle.
It feels like a colleague requires a diploma.
Yeah.
It requires. Yeah,
Otherwise, it's just a coworker.
yeah, I mean, a colleague. I think you have to have some kind of education there.
Interest. So you're saying like when you're like a cashier at Mickey D's, you don't have
Yeah,
like
they don't have
Burger
colleagues.
King. They're not your
No,
colleagues
they don't
over
have
there.
colleagues.
Colleagues.
No, a colleague requires a diploma.
At a
That's-
minimum, there has to be a conference you go to with
Right.
your other colleagues.
Yes.
Okay, now
If there's not
now
a
we're
conference,
there's no cashier conference.
no, not for the fast food.
talking. Okay.
I think that's a big key because you got to invite your colleagues to the conference.
Yes.
And everyone knows what a coworker is. It's someone you work with. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
like grow up. So why even ask this question?
Speaking of why would we ask this question, what is the difference between a lawyer, an attorney, and counsel? Nothing.
Oh,
They're-
just full on nothing?
Yeah, I mean this one. There's no difference between that. They're all the same.
A lawyer, an attorney.
I mean, you
Counsel's
could
a
make
group.
you could make the argument that counsel is a group of
It's a
your
cohort of lawyers.
It's it's multiple representatives for you.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it is a cohort
But I mean-
of lawyers. I feel like a
'Cause the
lawyer
judge
is
says-
better than an attorney.
Now, see, I think the opposite.
Really?
I mean, I think they're the same.
No,
But- yeah,
attorneys went to bad colleges.
No,
Lawyers from Stanford.
Who's doing the commercials?
Attorneys.
Attorneys are doing like
Yeah, those
No.
are the people chasing
Those
after
are
car
lawyers.
accidents.
those
those
are
are-
lawyers?
Yeah, those are accident attorneys.
Yeah. Oh, boom. Accident. What? Attorneys. Attorneys are the
Now-
people going after small accidents and ambulance chasing. They got their degree probably online, and a lawyer.
They've got really white teeth.
yes. A lawyer.
They're on the side of buses.
A lawyer went to school longer than an attorney. That's for sure.
I know the phrase opposing counsel gets thrown out there, right?
Well, there's
Opposing counsel would be all the lawyers that represent the opposition,
yeah,
right?
right. And then there's the prosecution.
Well, see, in England,
And
I think
then-
they call them counselors.
No, those are people that you sit
Yeah,
down who help you.
Yeah, like we all have
work
big
things
feelings.
out.
We got to work through some things.
And they wear wigs over there still, right?
Yes, of course.
I think they do.
Of course. Wait, do they really?
No, I think there's some
No.
wig wearing. Yes.
No.
Yes.
We're still doing that?
I think there's some wig wearing over there. Yes.
Now,
I'm not joking.
For
It's-
real?
Yes.
is that because we look at people with gray hair and you're like, that person's old, so they have to be wise? Is that why they went with the gray wigs?
I don't know.
So
I
that
think
you
it's
can be-
tradition at this point.
So that like the people who are in their 20s, it's like a shortcut to gaining years of wisdom. It's when Superman
Mhm.
takes off the glasses, all of a sudden he is a superhero. But when they're on, he's weak and he's Clark Kent. So when I'm in my 20s and I'm an attorney, if I put the wig on, people start giving me some serious respect.
I feel like now you're a lawyer.
Here we go. In the UK, nothing is more British than the iconic white wig judges and attorneys wear. Barristers are what they're called over there. by the way.
Barristers.
Like the Bears?
No, like the banisters on a set of stairs. Many of the judges and barristers who wear
They
wigs
look so stupid.
say the headpiece brings a sense of formality and solemnity to the courtroom.
Solemnity.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He made
Have
that
you
up.
ever used that word before?
All the time.
He's
I've
also
never used
guessing.
that.
So wait,
And they want uniformity.
they really still do this?
Yes.
I'm looking at photos.
Because they think it makes them look more professional.
Brings some formality to the room.
it makes this is
the
unbelievable.
ridiculous black getup doesn't do that.
Not enough.
The robe, like,
That's why I wear 2 ties instead of 1.
okay, here's a question: like, acceptable places to wear a robe,
The courtroom.
the bathroom, your rooms,
The spa.
the spa that you just exited a shower, or when
The judge.
when you're giving someone life in prison.
That's true.
How is this a thing?
You don't.
What is going on?
You don't put any credence into the formality of such things.
Of the wig?
I don't know. I'm just trying to defend the wig for a minute.
I get it.
Like if you show, it's like.
It's indefensible.
But
There,
like-
there is no attorney who
Your
would
Honor.
take the
So
case.
would you say? And I know the answer, but would you say that like obviously for weddings, there's a lot of tradition in weddings, right? People
Right.
wear the
Yeah, wedding dress.
the wedding dress,
yeah.
and they people wear formal.
Tuxedos.
It adds something to it, right?
Absolutely, it does. And these wigs, I think
Not that you couldn't be married in shorts and a t-shirt, but
Right.
there's a formality. You went
think
through some effort.
that the wigs do add
Say, but
quite a bit.
But the official at the wedding is not wearing a wig from the 1760s.
No,
That
because
says respect me.
right. It adds quite a bit. I'm looking at pictures here of these barristers,
Thank you.
and
Solemnity.
well said. And it adds quite a bit. It makes me have such a lack of respect for every single person wearing it. I look and I go, you put that on your head.
This is a choice.
This is a choice. You did this. It doesn't cover the sides of their head. You could see their hair under this
no.
wig. Oh, yeah. I posted a picture, Mike. You got to check this out. Well, I'm looking at a group of stupid people.
What?
Yeah,
So,
I knew this because I watched a mini series, a BBC series that had to do with people being prosecuted in modern day, but the barristers, as it were, had wigs, and I was like, this really happened.
So no one over there in the. I mean, what are we talking?
They should make the defendants wear clown wigs.
Just a big bozo
Like
afro.
you have to put that on when you're up there defending yourself.
And like all this time after hundreds of years. I mean, this probably goes back.
Yeah,
I don't like pre-United States.
Yeah,
So you're-
certainly.
like hundreds and hundreds of years. So we're talking thousands upon thousands of people have done this particular job, and we haven't had one person with the courage to stand up and say
Enough is enough.
guys, look at what we're doing.
Do you know how
Look at
powerful
us.
Big Wig is over there?
Oh, man. They got a lot
Those
of money.
factories, they're churning these out.
I mean, where does one even get one of these?
I
You
got-
know that there has to be high quality and
Besides
low
the
quality
costume
wigs
shop.
too.
Oh yeah. I mean, someone in this picture in this crowd of the wigs has the budget version and gets made fun of.
yeah, because the
All the
curls
time.
the curls aren't tight enough.
I can see your fibers.
Yeah, that's right. All right, we've got to get to the draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
Well, there's no draft. I'm more jealous of Mike for having the first pick in.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's a
Then-
clear 101.
Then things that are green. We are drafting things that are green, and I have a laundry list.
Yes, I mean I have a big list. I feel like there's a couple
Okay.
that deserve to be the first overall
Well, what's
pick.
your
In your
favorite?
defense, I had no idea there was a 101 until Jason told me what it was.
Oh, well then let's see if it is the same. I'm starting the draft out here, and look, it's about the Washingtons.
Yeah.
It's about the Lincolns.
Yes, of course
the
it is.
Jacksons, the Benjis.
Yes.
Give me that cash money.
There's no debate over what the 101 green thing is. It's money.
Well, I
Way to
mean,
not blow that one.
like I mean, think of your day to day though, because I agree with the first thing is like it's green. It's look, I live in America. It's capitalism. It's in my head. It's money, but we don't really use like what is the color of money now? It's my custom credit card. That's what money looks like now.
That's true.
I completely understand
When people
what
have
you're
cash
saying.
in your wallet, you go, What is this, 1985?
But here's the thing. Cash is green, right?
Yes.
Cash is. But when you talk about the color of money, it's green. It's just associated with green.
Sure.
Money is green, and that's the clear 101.
I went to a professional clinician the other day that
Did they wear a wig?
but this place would have worn them. They would not accept any form of credit or debit payment of any kind.
Oh, that's a red flag.
Cash or check.
No.
Cash or check.
Nope.
Been in business. I mean,
That's a
elderly woman, and she has run it the same way since the 80s.
Attention IRS.
I mean,
This lady is scamming you.
she's like, do you have a checkbook? I'm like, what are you talking about?
What is a checkbook? Yeah, no, we go up north of here into the woods up in a city called Prescott, and that's half those places are like cash
country?
only.
Yeah.
It's like, what? This is that was over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I'll give you an extra 10. But the fact that I'm up, and then they've got ATMs in their restaurant where it's like
That's
cash
how they
only.
get you.
I'm like, so you're telling me I got to use my card to go over to that box to get the cash out to give it to you?
Because you
3%.
You pay. Well, no, it's not just the 3%. It's you pay for your breakfast. You know, like your family comes in, you spend whatever, the $50 to $100, and then they take your money and they go, "You were never here."
Yeah, they're right. All right, money number one, Jason.
All right.
You have the second pick in the draft.
So since he's got the best thing, I'm going to go with just my favorite thing that's green, and it's a Christmas tree.
Ooh.
I mean, I
That's
love the
nice.
Christmas season. Give me one of them nice Christmas trees, or many of them.
Now, does that disqualify the broad pick of trees? Because that was going to be my first pick.
I think it does.
If you call it a forest,
I'm going to go with forest.
I think it counts.
We'll go with forest.
What if it's a pine forest? Because then it's a forest
Well,
of
then
Christmas tree.
Jason and I.
It's not a Christmas tree until it's cut down.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I believe wholeheartedly
Yeah.
that it is
Yeah,
not
that's
true.
fair.
Those are pine trees, and you cut it down. Now it's a Christmas tree.
So when people have like a Christmas tree, I don't know, a mart, I don't know what you would call that.
Mm-hmm.
They can't call it that. They have to call it a pine tree.
Well, no, they're
No,
not.
they're
They're
always
cut at that
pre-cut.
point.
But no,
yeah.
but I'm saying like if you go up north and it's not, if you get to choose which one you're cutting down,
Is that a thing?
That doesn't really work that way.
that has to be a thing.
I don't
you get
think
a
that's a
tag.
thing.
You get like a tag that you're allowed to go out in the woods and pick one out.
Right, but you're not picking out a Christmas tree.
No, you're picking out a pine tree.
You're picking out a tree.
That's
Yeah.
right. And then you're chopping down
a Christmas
a
tree.
Christmas tree.
So in the advertisements, can they say Christmas trees? That's
They
what I'm
can
asking.
because they know you're going to chop it down.
If you watch closely, as it falls, it does change.
Okay.
Right when it hits the ground, it does become
Yeah.
a Christmas tree.
If a tree falls in the forest.
So I will go
No
with
one's
I will
around to
go
hear
with the
it.
forest. I think trees are awesome.
All right.
I actually I've got a lot of respect for trees. You know,
Love to
Yeah.
cut them down,
They're
put some
doing-
lights on them.
they're
no,
doing great
I
things.
love trees. No, mine aren't cut down. I respect them. Yours, unfortunately, are just some. Oh, dance for me, tree.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's not real.
Your trees are dying.
So I'm going to go with the forest, and then I'm going to turn the table a little bit here. I'm going with Hulk.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Hulk.
Okay. Yep,
my
I get
second
it.
favorite thing that is green is going to be the Incredible Hulk.
Yes,
I mean, his name.
it's
He's incredible. You can't even debate it.
it's a good pick.
It is a good pick. It was the first kind of character that I thought of that was green because he is so famously green.
Mm-hmm.
But as I continued, there was a different character who is also green who is better. And so I am taking a little one. You got a big one? I'm taking Master Yoda.
Okay. Yep.
I
He's
mean,
on my list as well.
Yoda is my 101 of the green characters.
Yeah.
So I will take him here.
No, he's kind of got like a decrepit green going on where he's like
Yeah, he's faded.
heading towards the death. He's a
Was-
faded green.
Was he a more vibrant shade in his younger
Absolutely.
days?
Bioluminescent.
Like the Yoda species? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just go look.
I don't know what they-
Go look at Grogu, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he a more vibrant green?
He's a little more vibrant, yeah. I mean, when the skin gets leathery, it fades.
Yeah, the sun takes it out
the
of
sun
him.
takes it out of him, yeah.
All right, so I have Shmani. Andy has the forest, which is very similar to trees, but not
No,
the
not the same at all.
Just a little bit different. Hulk, and then Jason went Yoda. When I started going through it, it was very difficult because it's just as soon as you start thinking of characters, there's many.
Yeah.
There's
There's
many
a billion of
green
them,
characters. So, man, do I jump
I mean,
on?
none of them are as incredible.
I know that's the problem. All right. I am going to start. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, because they're not as good.
Well, just don't take a character then.
All right. Well, number one.
Lettuce is still available.
I would take spinach, but I'm not going to. First, I will take an emerald.
Okay, yes.
That was my
Which-
next. You got money and emerald?
Yes, I mean, I got my
Okay, that's pretty
Fiat,
cool.
and then I got my shiny emeralds. Are emeralds worth money?
Oh, yeah.
Are they?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're rare gemstones,
Yeah.
so they're worth something. But it's not like you're not.
Does anyone like
Making it rich.
I'm saying, does anyone have like a basement full of emeralds
I
just in case?
Don't think so.
All right, the emerald, and then we're gonna go a little bit of a different direction because it's the color of this fascinates me. Of this food product.
Can I guess that it's green?
You can.
Okay.
But I'm saying because it is quite spicy, but you don't think of green as spicy. I'm going to take wasabi.
Oh,
When that comes on the plate, you're like, what is it? Like when you haven't been introduced to wasabi and you get a California roll, or maybe you're more adventurous, and then it's there. You're like, what is this green paste
It's
stuff?
a weird texture, too.
And yeah,
Almost like Play-Doh.
it is like Play-Doh,
Yeah.
except it doesn't taste or
No.
smell like Play-Doh, and it's insane to me how spicy this green food product can be.
absolutely love wasabi. I'm not a spice lover. I can't handle a ton of spice. I can handle all the wasabi in the world because it goes away quick. It's not one of those lingering, like you eat, a spicy pepper, and 10 minutes later your mouth's still on fire.
All right. so
Wasabi.
you got cash and emerald and wasabi.
Yeah,
Jason, you got a Christmas tree and Yoda. Classic combo.
Yeah, the classic combo. I'm going to go to a place that is beautiful. They are prevalent in the
Andy
Phoenix,
has forests.
Scottsdale area. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I hate
on the list.
I hate being out on there because
Yep.
I'm not good at it, but
Yep.
a golf course.
Oh,
It's a fabulous pick. It was
yes.
on my
It's
my
not
list.
on my list, but that's a great pick.
Yeah.
That's why you go. You're like, oh man,
Right,
this is
especially in
beautiful.
Arizona because it's like everything is brown
Yeah.
and dirt and dust and just death and desert.
Uh-huh.
And then we have
And then we thought, you know what we should put here?
yeah, a beautiful golf course
That
bring
takes
all
all
the
the
water.
water,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
Look, don't worry about it. How is it so green? Stop asking so many questions. That's what you should do.
they cannot be good.
Oh, that's a good pick. So Christmas tree, Yoda, and now golf courses.
I'm pretty
Delightful.
happy. I'm pretty happy with my team.
I have a forest, the Incredible Hulk, and I guess do I have two picks?
Yes,
you have two
you do.
picks.
So I get to close this thing down.
You can go mold and one more pick.
It's tough because
What?
I have
Is mold green. I think of it
it's
as black.
associated with black mold is yeah. I mean that's like a big problem. But when you have to specify that it's black mold, like a black diamond, that means that the
There's
default
other-
diamond
that means
is
the
not
default is not black.
right.
Wait, I thought a black diamond was just a ski course. There's actual diamonds that are black.
No, they're not. Black diamonds.
Black-
Black diamonds are just a
That's a
term
di-
to describe.
a difficult ski run.
It's a term to describe diamonds that were acquired via unhealthy means.
That's
No,
blood
that's blood
diamonds.
diamond.
Oh, you're right. That's right.
No, black diamonds are a thing.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, they're bright red. Okay, this is tough because I'm worried about blowing it. Now I'm going to be honest with you. I'm worried about blowing it here.
Oh,
I've got
so you're
two
going
picks.
boogers.
I could
I mean,
go boogers.
That'd be very Spitballers.
I'm going to go with sports fields. So like a field, like to play like a baseball field. Do I have to say one sport? A football field?
yeah, I need to have my imagination knowing where you are. Are you in a
Yeah.
soccer field or are you in a football
I'm in a
field?
football field.
Okay, there you go. You have it.
Our football field's pick number one.
okay.
And then pick number two, if I go with a character or not. That is the real question. 'cause
See, now
it
you're
is very
in
tough.
my conundrum.
So this is brutal.
Bec-
I guess I'm going to go with the Grinch.
Oh,
Okay.
all
I'm
right.
going with the Grinch. So many other green things. I feel like a fifth round belongs in this draft, but I will go with a football field and the Grinch to complete my green things draft.
The Grinch was on my list. Certainly, very green.
Very green.
But
He's
I'm
a counter. He's a counterpunch to your Christmas tree. I mean, you brought
I
Christmas tree in the
see.
first round. I need to counter it.
He's
And
going
you
to try
all-
to steal
I
it
say you don't have a Christmas tree anymore.
because the Grinch
You're
took
down a pick.
All right, so a lot of times when you think of green and when you look up things that are green and lists of green, it's a lot of vegetables.
Yes.
You got your lettuce, your broccoli, your spinach, your whatever, and most all green vegetables suck. I mean, they're healthy for you, but they're just not delicious. But there's one that I really like once it is changed from a cucumber into a pickle. I do like cucumbers too, but I'm taking
Okay.
pickles.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on the list. Very good. Pickles.
Gross, but
Mike
Not
is
everyone-
not a pickle
not everyone
fan.
likes
It's not-
pickles.
yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me because it tastes like a pickle.
Yeah, it's been
That's-
pickled.
That's the hardest part. Well, it's not that it's been pickled because pickled
You
onions.
like pickled things.
yeah,
You
but
don't like pickled
but pickled
cucumbers.
pickles are
He doesn't like pickles, but he likes pickled cucumbers.
He
no.
does not know what a good pickle tastes like because when he was a child, he decided he didn't like pickles, and he has stopped. That's my
Oh, you
belief.
haven't tried? When's the last time you
Yeah,
tried?
when's the last time you
tried
had
a
a
pickle?
recently?
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and it's
Oh, that does.
That backfired.
Yeah.
and look, it you think when you order no pickles at a fast food restaurant,
Oh.
your chances of getting pickles are still pretty high, and it just depends on what
It's at least 80%.
Say, what is your trust factor? Do you look? I don't, and then you just bite in and you go, oh, that's a pickle.
And if you don't like pickles, they do have a juice that
yes.
leaks.
Oh,
so you get
it-
pickle
it's-
leak.
If a pickle just is put onto a burger and then taken off,
You know.
it's still there.
Yeah, the flavor's there, and the problem is you're experiencing fast food pickles,
Yes.
and those are a crime against pickles. They are rubbery and
They shouldn't be.
hot.
We
by
should
the
have a
time
new
you're eating
name
them.
for 'em.
Yeah, they should. They're
Cold
disgusting.
pickles. Cold pickles out of the.
Cold, crisp.
Those should be
Clausen
called pickles, and then there should be a new name for anything that's warm.
Yeah, Clausen, not a sponsor, but I would love to sponsor you. You're the only pickle worth.
You would
You
love
wanna
to
sponsor
you
them?
do.
I want
You
to. I want to sponsor Clausen. I'm gonna put an ad campaign out. Just you wait. I'm gonna bring
My
you a
name's
lot
Jason
of business.
Moore, and I love Glosson pickles. I approve this message.
Go to my website,
Get a
jasonlovespickles.com.
super PAC just for
Yeah.
your enjoyment of pickles. All right, so I am up,
Final pick.
and
Oh.
nice. I have a lot of things still on this list, but we're gonna try and pivot. We're gonna go a little bit wild here with this last one. It's a little what's the word I'm thinking for? Metaphorical? Whatever. That's not the
Okay.
right word.
Okay.
Envy.
Oh, you're going with envy.
I'm
You're
going
making the-
with envy.
You're
Is
picking envy.
that is correct because it is in fact green. I don't know why,
Yeah, I mean the green monster.
but
Yeah.
but when you are green with envy,
Green-eyed.
you
Yeah.
are very, very envious.
Well said,
Ah.
Mike. It's all clear now.
When you're green, you're green. All right. By the way, that wraps up the things that are green draft. So many other options.
Look at here, the hard part was Kermit is so
Kermit-
high up on
Kermit's
this
on
list
the list.
because I mean it's not easy being green.
No.
But
Eh,
he's crazy. Yeah, exactly.
No, nobody actually likes Kermit.
no one picked me.
There's a respect level for Kermit as like this king of the Muppets.
Yes.
But do you actually want to go and just watch Kermit do
No.
anything?
It's very much like Mickey Mouse. Like
yes.
when you
That's
think
fair.
of when you think
Yes.
of Disney characters, I know like there's going to be some kids who Mickey's their favorite, but as you grow up, I think it's more rare
It's
that
so
people
generic.
people grow up and Mickey remains their favorite Disney character.
There's no way Mickey or Kermit sell the most shirts of the Muppets or the Disney characters.
They probably
Mickey
do
certainly
just because
does.
they're on the most of them.
yeah.
There's no way that Kermit sells the most shirts.
That's because
That's because Miss
How
Piggy's dominant.
and there's 10 Muppet shirts sold a year.
Luigi.
Ah, yes.
Oh, that's a good
I
one.
kind of wanted dinosaurs, but we don't
Yeah.
really know
Yeah,
what color
no.
all of
I
them
had,
are.
like the Ninja Turtles.
When you were picking pickles, I thought you were going to go away from the veggies and completely and go to fruits and go watermelon.
It's on
The
my
problem
list.
is watermelon's red. It's kind of like kiwi is green, but kiwi is brown. You know, it's like the outside and
Yeah.
the inside are different. So I
Because then you would have been stuck with the rind.
I ruled
Watermelon rind.
Exactly. I ruled those two off my list because I didn't like that they had other dominant colors.
I had Jolly Green Giant for the old folk that
Now-
listen to this podcast.
I love it. I almost tried to counter your emerald with kryptonite.
Oh,
because that's
that would
that's
have been
green.
a great pick.
Yeah.
But I went with the football field.
That would have been way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had grass.
There's also different colors of kryptonite, so you would have to specify.
Are there?
Yes.
Not just
What?
green?
Yes.
If you
There's
Google,
different colors of
if you Google
kryptonite?
kryptonite, it's all green, man.
It's going to be green, but there are different colors because I think it's like red kryptonite removes Superman's powers forever. I think there's yellow.
Oh man, you're such a nerd.
What a nerd.
I barely know this stuff. I think I learned this from like Howard Stern.
There's a.
What did we learn today?
I just learned that there's other colors of kryptonite.
Yeah, I figured you'd
There's
go there.
green, red, yellow, blue, and white.
Oh, there's even more than I thought.
It's basically all of the colors.
We're out of ideas. Another kryptonite.
Did you learn anything today, Mike? I think I'm learning how to pronounce solemnity.
Solemnity.
Solemnity. I know.
I learned that when faced with a decision of a mythological creature or a plain ordinary creature,
You prefer the
often you go with the mythological one.
Yeah, pretty good.
Also, the teleportation leaves quite the mess.
Oh,
Hey, tell your friends about the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.